I'm the detective on the case. Got a few questions for you. Should be pretty easy to answer. So let's see what you've got. Yeah, you thought you could get away with it, didn't you? Didn't you? Yeah, you thought wrong. Where were you on December 14th, 2011? Huh? Where were you? So where were you, huh? Where were you?
I don't know, ask her.
Okay, so where was she?
I was giving her a bottle.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh, I think we need one more witness. Okay, so then where were you on December 14th, 2011?
Celebrating my birthday, duh.
Fine. Howdy, folks. It's Nathan here, giving you the reveal of my 2 truths and 1 lie. So let's go through that a bit. As today, so that I give full disclosure, I've recorded this on September 7th, and the video will be going up on September 10th. And by the time this goes live, if no one's guessed it, then the count for guessing the lie correctly will stand at 0. I honestly didn't think that this would be the case, but the statement that was most guessed was that I was lying about, or that my wife was lying. That way I can never tell a lie. But that my wife was lying about me working at scout camp and tying over 100 knots. This statement was true. I used to work in an area called Brownsea Island, and that area was basically kind of a model campsite type of area. We teach the kids some basics about outdoor living, how to start a fire, use a knife, and one of the areas that we specialized in was knot tying. We would always lash together a huge gateway that you could actually climb on during the summer, and I had tons of different knots in it, and we would again teach these kids all sorts of knots, and we had little pins that we would make for a 6-knot club. I think it was 15-knot club, 25, 50, and 100, and then I can't remember if there was another one above that or not. But kids would only be there for a week at a time, and 100 knots is quite a task. But I would be one of the guys helping occasionally in with kids tying their knots. And I figured, well, if I'm awarding kids passes on knots for getting to 50 and 100 knots, probably would be a good idea for me to have that 100 knot pin. And so I think it was during the last week of staff being there, the last week of camp, I earned my 100 knot club pin and then added one so that I could say I exceeded. And so I was able to tie over 100 knots. And right now, 26 years later, I'd be able to make the 6 knot club. Might be able to pull off the 15. Now, once I would look at the knots, I could probably tie them decently, but it's been a really long time. And the nice thing is being in that area, you had access to like Nave's Nautical Guide of Knots, I think it was called, which has just insane amounts of knots in there. But we used them. So, that was the first truth. The second truth was my oldest daughter making the statement that I was a baritone player in the marching band for my high school, Chillicothe High School marching band. That was true. Picked up the baritone in my freshman year to learn so I could march the following year, sophomore and then junior and senior years there. So that was a true statement as well. The lie, as you saw in our little production, was my youngest child, and yes, that little thing can lie. Making the statement that she, my youngest child, was born on my birthday, when the fact of the matter was, it was my oldest child that was born on my birthday. So, there's the lie. And if somebody does guess it before the 10th when this goes up, I'll try to make a comment on there so that Ethan doesn't give me credit for passing. Otherwise, yay. So, anyway, again, Ethan, congrats. Good luck on watching all these. I mean, goodness, this is maybe the most active GAW I think I've ever seen. So, but it was a lot of fun to participate. It was a lot of fun to get the family involved in on it. And really appreciate you, brother. Really good stuff. Keep it up. We love you. And yeah, so I'm going to get going here and start editing this thing together because I got some clips to put together. So, grace and peace to you. See you later now. Oh. Bent Dublin. Stonehenge. Good stuff.